In the vibrant and lush land of Delta State, Nigeria, there was a small, bustling village named Ikum. Life was simple, filled with the sounds of children playing, market vendors haggling, and the rhythmic beat of drums echoing through the air during festivals. Yet, amidst all this cheer, a shadow hung over the village, the legend of the witch doctor's mask. This mask, with its haunting eyes and intricate carvings, was no ordinary artifact. Long ago, it was said to have been crafted by a powerful witch doctor known for his dark rituals and potent spells. The mask could grant its wearer magical abilities, but at a terrible cost. Each person who wore it would suffer the accumulated pain and suffering inflicted by all previous wearers. No one knew where the mask had been hidden for years, only that it had resurfaced recently. The village chief's son, Ayo, found it buried under the roots of an ancient baobab tree. Intrigued by its ornate design and the promise of power, he brought it home, unaware of the curse that lay upon it. At night, Ayo couldn't resist the temptation. As soon as the mask touched his face, his vision blurred, and he was thrust into a whirlwind of agony. He felt the pain of a woman who had lost her child, the fear of a man fleeing from enemies, and the sorrow of an old witch doctor who had been betrayed by his closest friend. The next morning, the villagers noticed a change in Ayo. His eyes seemed distant, and an aura of sadness clung to him. He began to yell and cry out in the night, reliving the torments that each previous owner had suffered. The once lively and joyful Ayo was slowly losing himself to the mask's curse. Desperate to save her son, Ayo's mother, Auntie Ijeoma, sought the guidance of the village elders. They told her of a hidden ritual that could break the curse, but warned it would require immense courage and strength. Determined to save Ayo, Ijeoma ventured into the dark depths of the forest, following the elders' ancient instructions. Ijeoma found an old, abandoned shrine deep within the forest. She laid the mask at the altar, lighting candles exactly as the elders had described. As she chanted the old incantations, a shadowy figure appeared, the spirit of the old witch doctor who had originally created the mask. "You seek to break the curse?" the spirit asked, his voice echoing like a distant thunderstorm. "Yes," Ijeoma replied, her voice steady but her heart pounding. "I will do anything to save my son." The spirit looked at her with what seemed like compassion. "To lift the curse, you must conquer the deeper suffering inflicted by the mask. Are you prepared to face it?" Ijeoma nodded, and in an instant she was transported into the visions that had tormented Ayo. She felt the heart-wrenching grief, the paralyzing fear, and the suffocating betrayal. But she also saw the strength it took to endure those pains. Channeling the love for her son and drawing from the resilience of her ancestors, she confronted each suffering head-on. After what felt like an eternity, Ijeoma found herself back at the shrine, breathing heavily but free of the visions. The mask lay before her, now just an empty shell, its curse finally broken. Returning to the village, Ijeoma found Ayo resting peacefully. The haunted look in his eyes was gone, replaced with gratitude and awe for his brave mother. The villagers celebrated, not just because the curse was broken, but because they had been reminded of the incredible power of love and resilience. And so the legend of the witch doctor's mask became a tale not of curses, but of a mother's unyielding love for her son